Hi, babes. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you all for tuning in to episode 5 of Disciples in Making. And as y'all can see from the title, we are talking about Psalms 37 1 through 9. And as I was doing my prepping for this video, I was just asking the Lord to lead me to what to talk about, and He led me to Psalms 37 1 through 9. And I know this all too well, especially verses 30 Psalms 37 7 and 8. So let's jump right into the video. So it says, "Do not fret because of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass they will soon wither, like green plants they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good, dwell in the land and enjoy safe pastures. Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in Him, and He will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, and when they carry out their wicked schemes. Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret, it leads only to evil. For those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land." So like I said, I feel like this is perfect because I'm going through something similar with this now in life, and it's not even, well, I guess you could say, because it's like I'm looking at all these people, and it's like, even though we are not supposed to be in fornication, we're not supposed to be sinning anyways. And it's like, God, they're drinking and smoking. God, I gave up smoking. God, I gave up fornicating. God, I gave up this, I gave up that. They didn't give up that, but it seems like they're in a better position than me. And I honestly, as I was like doing my notes for this, I was like, I feel personally like that's the devil's tactic to try to get you to focus on other people's blessings instead of worrying, and instead of being concerned, what's the word I'm looking for? Like focusing on your blessing. Like I said in my previous videos, like I didn't pray to be 24 years old still living at home, but I prayed to be free from a lot of things, and I am in that season of my life. But I'm so focused, Sha'nya is so focused on other people that I'm not even living in my today. And so I wrote I just got a little comments on the side, like, you can't, like I said, you can't focus on the blessing God has blessed you with because you're worried about other people. And I also wrote, like, I kind of got a revelation, like, I'd rather have small things equivalent to God's blessing than majority of everything that He didn't bless me with. And I think that is so good to me. That speaks, I'd rather have quality over quantity, because when we don't have the knowing, we can just look at quality and quantity. Ooh, I'm gonna pick quantity over quality every time, because quality is like 1, and then quantity is like 4, and we thinking like 4 is better than 1. And in actuality, when you really understand the meaning of quality and quantity, you're gonna want quality. And I'm grateful that I understand that. I'd rather have quality than quantity. Like they always say, less is always better. So I think that is good. And then I said, like I said, I believe it's the devil's tactics to focus on other things other than our blessing. He wants us to look at something. He wants us to look at God other than a faithful, loving Father. Like God, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? God, I gave up this. We're not supposed to live in sin. That's something we're supposed to do. So yeah. And let me see. Okay, it says take delight. It says trust in the Lord and do good, dwell in the land and enjoy safe pastures. Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. And like I said in my previous videos, He will give you the desires of your heart. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can say this correctly. Okay, you should always ask God to give you his desires and your wills, place them upon your heart. And I hope I can say this right. Okay, so before I really got into a relationship with God, I always wanted to be a wife and a mother. And I had a lot of other desires. Like I wanted to be, in the career field. And once I got in a relationship with him and started asking God, change my heart posture. Give me the desires that you want me to have. Give me the desires that's within your will. And my heart still longs to be a wife and a mother. But I no longer desire to, be a nurse, be a dental hygienist like I once wanted to be before I was, asking God's will to be done. And, sometimes the desires in your heart before you got a relationship with him could still be in your heart after. You just got to keep praying. And I believe that God wants me to be a wife and a mother. He's giving me signs and visions on that certain thing. So I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say. Like basically, he will give you the desires of your heart. Just ask him, to ask for his will to be done. And like before I got in a relationship with him, I wanted to be a wife and mother. And now that I'm in a relationship, and it's still in my heart. So I hope y'all understand that. And it says, commit your way to the Lord and trust in him, and he will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday. And I put like God will bless you abundantly. His word never goes void. We have to wait patiently. Like that's the thing with me. I'm such an impatient person. And I need to just trust in God that he is going to take care of my every need, my every desire. I just have to trust and just wait patiently for him. Because how can I say this? He just wants us to be still. And like his word says, he says, be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. And that does not mean, okay, say for example, you are going to school and you want to graduate. You can't just be still and expect to graduate and get good grades. You have to do the work. And like the word says, faith without work is dead. So when you do your part, God will do his part, and he will do it better than we can imagine. And I think that is so good. Like we can't just sit still. I can't say, God, I want to go to Florida, and I'm standing still right where I'm planted at. I have to move. I have to do my part, and God will do his part. And what else I say? And so like I just said, it says, be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. And like we see today, like some of these people, these glamorous people, we think they're just living these glamorous lives with these expensive cars and all this stuff. And it's just like we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. And like I just said, like we see like they're on top one day and the next day they crumble. So I'm not gonna say no names, but we know we've seen this a multitude of times. And I said sometimes we move too much trying to figure things out. We just have to be still, doing what he required of us, waiting patiently, and we'll be more than okay. And this is the one that really registers to me till this day, because I am a person that I get very angry at the simplest things. Like just before this, I was having just a aggravated moment, and I was trying not to crash out. And it was something so simple like the internet, like our internet is messing up, and then like I have to do certain things on a computer to in a certain time frame, and I'm just thinking, and then I'm starting to get aggravated and all that stuff, and it was just a lot, and I just had to just put on church music. I ain't gonna lie, that helped me. So I had to refrain from anger, and the word says, refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret, it leads only to evil. For those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit his land. And what I said was, God did not call for us to be in anger. We're supposed to produce good fruit. When in anger, we tend to do things out of frustration, and it can change the whole trajectory of our lives. even when we feel angry, pray to God to calm you down so you don't do anything stupid. And I think that is so good. Like, because when you act on emotion, that can, when you're a person that act on emotion, that can be a dangerous thing. Like, and I have to learn, not to act on my emotions, because I see myself throwing stuff when I'm angry. I'm not gonna lie. And it's just like, when I calm down, I'm gonna look at the mess I made. Why did you do that? Now me and my mom gonna get into it, and that's an argument that didn't have to happen. So that's why when you are literally in your getting ready to be angry and get in your wrath, that's why we should ask God to just calm us down, put on church music, say a prayer. Like, I call those my bipolar moments. I'm not gonna lie. Because one minute I'm literally angry, and the next minute, like literally the next minute, I am calm. And if it's a bipolar moment, it's a bipolar moment. It works for me. Do what works for you. And what tends to work for me, like I said, like, I have to put on church music. And the thing about it is, I didn't even want to put on church music earlier, because I was just so aggravated. I didn't want to listen to church music, and I just felt like that was the devil trying to get me to do things are bad instead of turning to good, because he knows the type of person I am. When I get angry, I start to say stupid stuff. I start to do all these stupid things because I'm angry. But when I put on that church music, I felt completely just at peace, and just a weight lifted off my shoulders. And I didn't even want to get up today, but I was like, I gotta get up, make this video. So, and when you feel good and look good, you tend to do things a lot better. And I'm so grateful that I learned that. But yeah, y'all, I hope y'all understood what I was saying. Like, basically, just focus on you. And I'm saying this to myself, Sha'nya, focus on Sha'nya. Don't worry about other people, because I'm the person that tends to always worry about other people's stuff. These people, they got their own stuff going on. I need to worry about myself. I am an adult. I am not 10 years old. I am 24 years old. I have to start doing things for myself. I have to start looking out for Sha'nya instead of focusing on the other people, because they're living their lives. And I am missing the blessings that God's given, because he gave us, even though we want more things, we got to look at what our now is. I have lights, I have food, I have water, I have clothes. It may not be brand new clothes, but I'm well taken care of. I never went a day without eating unless I was fasting. So, and those are blessings that we tend to forget about, because it's somebody else that has the Rolls Royce, that is in the, like, they have all the things that we desire. And I feel like we have to appreciate our blessings and our small blessings that God gives us, to be grateful and accept the bigger things that he has yet in store for us. So yeah, and I just thank you all for watching and tuning in, and I will see you guys next week.